Sport wagon.
A special 3-hour world premiere. Michael York.
Here's a rub.
You have certain knowledge.
Sport wagon. Bob's two main attributes: a loud voice.
We have what we do. So we have hardwood floors and of course
Tuesday, a special 3-hour world premiere. Michael York.
Here's a rub, which might just replace pills.
So did I ever tell you the story about...
You have certain knowledge.
Sport wagon. Bob's two main attributes: a loud voice.
we have what we do. So we have hardwood floors and of course
special 3-hour world premiere, Michael York.
Here's a rub, which might just replace pills.
So did I ever tell you the story about...
You have certain knowledge.
Sport wagon.
Hello. Welcome back. We've got some new stuff to show. Relating to the animation I'm working on. Just getting the audio set up. Let's do this. Okay. So, trying to remember what I shared last week. I think that was the big... I changed a whole bunch of stuff. And then this week I finally finalized what's up, 499. I finalized the final draft of the script. Sent it off to my esteemed voice actors. But let me show some of the kind of minor things I've changed since last time. So for this scene, I got a comment on the internet from someone who said, like, it might make more sense if Finley is more afraid of the of there just being an alien somewhere. And so I haven't really colored in that or added any color for Finley here for a lot of these new drawings here, but you can kind of see it. So
if our readings are correct,
the commander
there should be some
says, like,
is that
oh, this got messed up. What the F?
You made it.
Oh god, what's going on here? Okay, I'm like already fucking fucked up here. Let's just fix that real quick. So we got... Ooh, got your wisdom teeth removed. Hell yeah. The first Just Drawin stream without wisdom teeth. Yeah, at all. It's a very historic occasion here. Yeah, that was... oh, how many, if you don't mind me asking, how many wisdom teeth do you have? Because I had only, I got my wisdom teeth taken out like 2 years ago or something. You had 4, okay. So I only had 2. Apparently, it's like kind of uncommon, not super rare, but I only had the bottom 2 wisdom teeth grow in and nothing on top. So when I got wisdom teeth pulled, the dentist was like, "Oh, you only got 2." So I feel very special for that, and I only had the 2 pulled, and then one of them, oh man, one of them got a what's it called, a dry socket or something. It got, I don't think it got infected or something. I don't know. Something fucking happened, and it was the most painful fucking like tooth pain, almost any pain I've ever had. It was so fucking painful. But you know, I'm just kind of a badass, so I was able to endure.
We made it.
Yeah, how are you? How are the holes in your mouth doing? I'm sure they're real. It's a real fun time right now. That's so 2 days ago. I'm trying to remember what that was like for me. I think the first like a week or two.
Readings are correct. There should be some.
They were still pretty raw for a couple weeks after I got them out for me.
We made it.
But yeah, damn.
Correct. There should be some
It's a hell of a time.
of alien left side. With intelligent even.
So we got. So yeah. So the commander says like,
Possibly something intelligent even.
possibly there might be more aliens or blah blah blah. Finley kind of looks up like, oh, what? What's going on? Aliens? And right here is kind of worried, looking around, probably. And then he looks down,
Preferably one that hasn't been chewed on by an
does that joke. Cut back to the electrofish again, blah blah blah, zap zap zap. And then another change here when
Wait, is that?
the commander spots something. Finley kind of
Shush, Finley. Something's
kind
coming.
of terrified. That's all the same. Turns into a monster. Finley.
Scott?
Oh yeah, I forgot. So I changed around where the commander, recognizes Scott the alien. Scott, and then we cut back to the alien here, just as if he's saying, whatever the commander's real name is. I guess I still haven't named him. Kind of, and then
Is that you?
and then he drops Finley. Oh, that's weird. The eyes there. Or Finley faints, and then he drops him, or something like that. I'll have to time it out more with the final audio, but yeah. And then we cut back to here, and then this is all pretty much the same. I did send the voice actor who plays Finley. Oh shit, did I close everything? God damn it. 1 second. Bring up the So I've got two versions of this whole joke here.
Hey, Finley, you are not gonna believe this. I went to the same high school with this guy. Well, we were 2 years apart, so we didn't know each other at the time, but still, that's pretty crazy, huh? It sure is a small world. I thought I was gonna die.
So we got that, and then we got a different version, which I did not record, but I could try and, I don't know. So the commander's like, hey Finley, did I ever tell you how Scott and I were on the dive team back in high school? Let me tell you, we were some real troublemakers back then. Turns over to Scott, like, oh, you remember that one time with the made up alien? I'm going with like a squid turtle or something. I remember the old time with that weird alien in my old pajamas, and they both erupt into laughter. And then Commander says, like, I lost a kidney, but all you got was a week of detention. And then they keep laughing, and then Finley delivers that,
I thought I was gonna die.
you know, that last line there. So I don't know. I'm leaving that up to my voice actor to see what he comes up with, because he is the voice actor. Okay, but all right, good. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, like I'm a big fan of the kind of jokes where it's left up to your interpretation, and it's implying something horrible went wrong or something. Like, remember that one time with the fire extinguisher and the Brussels sprouts? Like, oh man, I was in a coma for like 4 months. I had to learn how to walk again. Calvin Hobbes' The Noodle Incident. Oh, I don't know what that is. I've never actually read any Calvin and Hobbes. As a kid, I was big into the Far Side comics. Alright, I'm looking up the Noodle Incident here. So we got, oh my god, just all I can say is this. You're saying I better bring everything. Yeah, that's a perfect example there. Like what the fuck is the Noodle Incident? What? Just it gets your mind racing and trying to like. It's also it's a fun. It's always a reflection of the person interpreting the joke, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like the Noodle Incident, like depending on what kind of person you are, that can go in a whole bunch of different directions there. Oh, excuse me. So today, since I don't have any of the voice lines yet, I am gonna focus on drawing a bunch of backgrounds. I've already finished a bunch of these, so this is so this background will be for the scene where we cut back to where we let me just fucking show my try to describe something. What am I, a describer? So drawing the background for this shot and this shot, or actually I've already kind of drawn them, but I'll be drawing this one from scratch, and the Electrofish background I'll be polishing that up some more. So like that's one that's already pretty much done, I think. Save it. And this is the really rough kind of color value thingy for the Electrofish incident. You can see how it's gonna look like there. The shot, which I think is gonna end up looking pretty cool. Gonna have some parallax where like the ship is gonna fly off, you know, towards that next planet there. We're gonna have the planet kind of fade away like that. I don't know, maybe the next episode will take place in this very pink ringed gas planet with some moons. Look at that. It's got surprisingly few moons for a gas giant. I don't know. I'll have to make up a reason why. But that's a problem for future me. This is that starting background there. And yeah, so I'm gonna start with this one. With this background here, I'm like not really sure on how alien-like I want it to look, because the alien landscape on the planet they're already on is pretty weird looking, and then like we're just cutting into this for a few seconds. Like I need it to look familiar without being too weird, so people don't get distracted by the background and instead of looking at the giant fish and the commander here. So I'm kind of thinking of, like, instead of this being like a sandy beach, it's more of a I don't know, it's more like a bunch of globular bits of stuff. I'm just kind of sketching out like some random and also, you know, and with any kind of alien landscape, you can always just throw in some random weird shapes or something to like give it that strange exotic look. Like I don't know. That just looks like a plant. It's not very strange. I don't know if you've been keeping up with like space news and all that. $4.99, but did you hear about the discovery of, well, not discovery actually, it was, but the new info that suggests that an exoplanet called LHS 1140b it's an eyeball planet where it's in the habitable zone of its star, and it's encased almost entirely in ice, but it's tidally locked with the star, so one side faces the star at all times. And oh dude, you gotta fucking look that shit up. It is so fucking rad. Like so they're thinking it's still, a lot of it's still unclear, and whether it's like the readings from the James Webb are reliable or not, because they've only done like one transit or one observation of the planet so far, but they're like somewhat confident that like it's an eyeball planet where the side that faces the star at all times, the ice has melted away, and there's an ocean exposed to the atmosphere, with like its atmosphere is like super rich in oxygen. I think nitrogen, I think they said. I don't know about CO2 or anything, or maybe hydrogen also, but and like the surface temperature for the ocean is like, it's like 60 degrees or something like that Fahrenheit. Excuse me, I am so fucking burpy. Jesus. Oh god. It is fascinating. I mean, it's like it's a pretty damn good contender for like, you know, a great you know, good example of a habitable planet with that could harbor life. You know, I guess it'd be pretty damn hard to detect it. Yeah, that's all I got. I think it's I forgot how big it is. I think it's larger than Earth. I know the ocean on it is like the size of man, I forget. I think it's comparable to the Atlantic, just in terms of surface area or something. Or it's smaller than the Atlantic. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's that's pretty fucking crazy. Like it's really terrifying to think of, like, if there is life, you know, living there, like what the fuck does that even look like? It's so weird. Or be, I mean, for me, that's fucking terrifying. Like, if it's just a planet with covered in ice, but it has an ocean underneath it, and there's one spot where it's all ocean, and like there might be land. I don't know. I think it orbits a red dwarf too, so the sunlight would be very red, kind of like this sky right here I'm drawing. Sure you've heard of J1407b. I don't recognize, like, yeah, I don't know a whole lot of exoplanets by name, really. What's up, YebTM? Yebtum? That's how I'm gonna pronounce that. It'd be like Eternal Sunset. I like to think it's exciting. It's not all, yeah, totally. Just, oh god. Oh, you mean like in here maybe the painting? Yeah. Turns out it's probably a rogue brown dwarf and not an exoplanet with giant rings. Okay, is that a rogue brown dwarf? I'm not sure which one of those is more exciting. A rogue brown dwarf planet or an exoplanet with giant rings. I mean, well, actually no. An exoplanet with giant rings is definitely way more exciting. But brown dwarfs are cool too. Is that like a, what's the called, like jumbos? I think they're it's an acronym for something. Jupiter, blah blah blah. Oh hey. Saw the Graveyard Shift randomly on my recommended when it came out and wanted to see more stuff you make. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. It's very sweet. I'm working on a little space animation. It's I don't know. You can probably watch some clips of it on previous live streams I've done if you're interested. But drawing some backgrounds for that, and then but yeah, I'm glad you like the Graveyard Shift. I put a lot of fucking work into that. That was a solid like 2 months of working on that 24/7. So really happy you like that, and I'm excited to see what I'm working on a rough idea for a Halloween animation for this year. So, and it does involve the same little kids, I guess, because I like those. They never say a single word, but I don't know. I like the idea of them encountering a whole bunch of weird shit on Halloween. So, but yeah, the Jumbo thing. They're like rogue planets that the James Webb telescope discovered. Oh man, like a year ago or something. But, man, I want to look up the picture. I'm not gonna get any work done looking up space stuff. And I like, it's one of those pictures. It's like holy fuck, how is this not like? How are people not talking about how crazy this is? Right in the mainstream, I guess, because it is incredible. So we got, okay, so they're Jupiter mass binary objects. So it's these little dots here. So the James Webb took these images of, you know, some constellation or whatever, and astronomers noticed, like, what are these random little dots doing here? But they're rogue planets that are not, you know, flying through space, not orbiting a star or anything, and they're in pairs, so they're orbiting each other, just spiraling through space, and like the fucking James Webb telescope photographed these, and I like that is because you always see like pictures of like exoplanets and they're like fucking 2 pixels, you know, because they're super far away. And a very hard part with trying to photograph exoplanets around stars, that the stars are so bright that they outshine anything near them. So a telescope has to be able to like has to be sensitive enough that it can filter out that really bright light, and then be able to see something really dark compared to the sunlight. So that's why it's always been a huge struggle to get like any decent pictures of exoplanets. So I believe with these pictures, since these planets aren't near any stars, they're not like in the shadow of a star, and they're a bit easier to see. But like, there's just a whole bunch of them right there out in space. It's fucking insane. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch. there's too many, you know? Space is just amazing. Okay, which thing here? This one. So that's that layer. Let's give this more of a bumpier texture. I think that's one of the more exciting parts about like where astronomy's going right now. The way they're like we're I feel like we're so close to being able to get good pictures of like exoplanets, and like probably, and I guess by so close I mean we're like a few decades away, you know, like 20-30 years away from getting a good decent photo, like something where you could see like, you know, anything more than like 1 pixel, or where you can see geological features with that. I think there's supposed to be a space telescope launching in the 2030s that might be able to resolve some, I forget, like very faint features of exoplanets. Tech's evolved at such a staggering pace that maybe it could be sooner than that. Yeah, it's all. Because I think we have the technology to like. What is there? There's another concept for like a space telescope that is fucking. It's one of the coolest like ideas I've heard of for like space telescopes, but it's the main idea is like you send a, you know, like a James Webb like telescope out like 1,000 astronomical units from the sun. It would take about it's something like it would take like a fucking century for with modern, you know, rockets and everything to get it to that point and to slow it down. Then it would orbit, you know, 1,000 AU from the sun, and at that distance it's so far away from the sun that the telescope would turn and face towards the sun, and the sun would be far enough away that the sun could gravitationally lens stuff behind it. So you're basically using the sun as like a magnifying glass for anything, you know, anything in the distance. And it's like, holy fuck, that'll never happen in our lifetimes, but like, because it would cost like $90 billion or something crazy, but and take 100 years to get there. But it's like, oh, that's so cool. It's so fucking rad. And even then, like, just to show the scale of like exoplanets and all that stuff, like I think even then it's like you would get, if you got a picture of an exoplanet, you would get something the same resolution as like what the Mariner. I forget, like an early, early space probes from like the 50s or something. Like think of the first pictures of like the moon, or Mars or something, where it's real blurry, real shitty, but just like the people who designed that telescope would not be alive to see the pictures it sends back, which is probably a real ethical problem there. Yeah, gravity bends space around it. That's fucking, yeah. And that happens now with like what space telescopes use to take pictures of really far away objects, stuff like that. If with a lot of luck, you can get a galaxy to line up perfectly where it bends time and space. So really all you have to do is just find a way to move the universe around you, and then you'll be set. Easy peasy. Okay, what are some weird, like, surface features I can put on this beach to make it look alien-y? Because I made the mountains kind of look kind of weird. Like, get spotted or something. I don't know. We'll look up like I have a big old file with a bunch of reference photos for like space stuff that oh my god, where is it? Meantime, what's up with you, YebTM? How's your day going? Doing anything cool? See any good movies? Oh, where the fuck is this? Dude, where is it? I am... Okay. Good lord. Fucking finally. I watched Wes Anderson's first movie last night. It's called Bottle Rocket. Excuse me. And it's really interesting because like you can see his like style in it. It's shot really conventionally. Pretty chill, honestly. Decided not to do nothing today. Hell yeah. Do nothing is great. Decided to spend sweatpants and messing with homebrew ideas for D&D. Nice. What kind of ideas? Like I played a bunch of D&D with friends, but I've only been like a character or played a character. I mean, like I've never been the Dungeon Master. And I don't really know if we've ever done homebrew stuff. Like, it just kind of means like house rules or something, right? Or making up new rules or... So here's the reference thing I was talking about. I got a whole bunch of just photo ideas. There's like fog or steam on it or something on the beach. Or like streaks of... Like there's weird... Like there's a tide pool or something. Let's try that. It's community created content essentially. So we're gonna make it a new race and a couple new monsters. Oh, okay. So you're just kind of making whatever. Yeah, I've got a I'm in a campaign that is kind of on hold at the moment, but it's I'm playing a Kenku, which is a fucking bird, so it's very fun. And I usually play some kind of weird bird character. And my character is fascinated with trying to find really shiny objects, because birds like shiny objects. So, but the I will only pick up new shiny objects if they are shinier than the current object I'm holding is. Is that right? If they're shinier than whatever shiny object I already took, you know. So if there's like, you know, the end of some dungeon, like, oh, you find a whole bunch of shiny treasure or something, but like there's dirt on it, so it's not that shiny. My character doesn't have any sense of like value or monetary value, I guess. So I'll just be like, you know what? I got the shiny fork, so I'm good. I'll leave this like 3,000 gold or whatever, you know, here by itself. Like how the world finds itself mimicking certain patterns, you could make the sand follow some strange pattern. Yeah, I think something. They'd make it all streaky or something, or some kind of tide pool thing. Kenku are awesome. I love their vocal mimicry quirk and how wise they can be. Well, usually the one I'm playing is not the brightest, not the shiniest Kenku of the bunch. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Yeah, I was chasing that high. We got these little lumpy beach bits. That's a fun sentence. Lumpy beach bits. If there's like a runoff from this mountain here, I guess. Wait, let's do the same color as the Yeah, that looks weird and kind of alien-like. Like it's kind of uniform. That these streams are all going into each one of these little bumps or something. It's like probably not something you'd see on Earth. So it reminds me of like aerial photos of rivers that are kind of flowing in one direction or something. So veins, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll keep it like that. Add some. But you know, if they are flowing though, if there's liquid flowing, that means I gotta animate it. So it's like I could just fake it and, well, not fake it, but just animate the highlights kind of move in, but I don't know, it's fun. Okay, that's more. These hills are like spiky somehow. Oops. I think these clouds need to stand out a bit more. Oh. I hate to this in the wrong layer. That's great. Welcome back. Oh my god, my voice. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, $4.99. It's so great to have you. Hello, all you young witches. Have you guys ever seen The Worst Witch with Tim Curry? 'Cause if not, you gotta check out a music video from the show or movie. I actually don't know what it is, but and I've actually never seen the entirety of Worst Witch, but I've seen it's a music video that Tim Curry's in that is probably the worst music video you've ever seen in your life. It's fucking, and it's a good time. Not really sure why I was reminded of it all of a sudden, but you know. Anything can happen on Halloween. Your dog could turn into a cat. The gremlin's gonna steal. Wait, fuck. The gremlin's gonna take over every. Oh shit, what are the lyrics? Gremlin's gonna steal every cassette from London to Idaho. April 1st can be fun. New Year's Eve is a bore. But on Halloween, your flesh begins to boil. Something spooky going down. Anything can happen on Halloween. Da, 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 da. It's got probably like the shittiest sounding keyboard in any song I've ever heard. You'll hear it when it starts. It's got just the fucking weakest like it sounds like a fart. It's just oh my god. Okay, you know what? We interrupt this just drawing for a commercial break here. What is it? Anything I have no. Let's do this. One second. Don't worry guys, it'll totally be worth it. Alright. Buckle up.
Yes, I can see him.
Oh my god.
It is! Look at that clothes.
Hooray.
Perfect two-point landing.
It's great to be here with you young witches on this fabulous night. Remember, girls, show the world. Let them know it's Halloween. Hit it!
I wouldn't change
Whoa. Can I see that?
with anyone tonight.
Look at how hard of an edge there is on the green screen there. It's a solid black outline. Like holy fuck.
Every human heart will shudder. Every soul will shake with fear. Tonight, the creepiest. Tonight, the scariest. Tonight, the most wonderful night. Oh.
Hear that keyboard? Coming in hot.
Anything can happen on Halloween. Your dog could turn into a cat. There may be a toad in your bass guitar, or your sister could turn into a bat. Christmas time brings the snow. Summertime brings the sun. But on Halloween, your blood begins to run. Something spooky is going down. Anything can happen on Halloween. It's better than a video. Gremlin's gonna mess up every cassette from London to Idaho. April 1st can be fun. New Year's Eve is a bore. But on Halloween, your flesh begins to crawl. Oh, I'm losing control. Anything can happen on Halloween. Your toenails go wrong and your hair turns green. Your teacher could become a sardine. Your dentist could turn into a queen. Has anybody seen my tambourine?
There it is. It's right there.
The craziest night you've ever seen. This hairy, scary, creepy, crawling.
Well, and what have you concocted for us this year, Miss Cackle?
Yep. There you go. There you have it. I don't believe it's a parody. It's pretty much the real deal. They you know, guys, they had a budget of like $14. Okay, so they pulled no punches with that kind of green screen action. Yeah, that is anything can happen on Halloween. From the worst witch with the Tim Curry. Tim Curry is a national treasure, so make sure to play that every Halloween. Just to get in the mood, in the spirit. Yes. $14 and some pocket lint. Yeah, like, oh, man. The Gremlin's gonna mess up every cassette from London to Idaho, guys. So you gotta be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. They're real tricky, those Gremlins. New Year's Eve can be fun. Or sorry, April 1st can be fun, but New Year's Eve is a bore. So, but on Halloween, your flesh begins to run or boil or whatever. Yeah, you don't want your sister turning into a bat. Not a really big fan of Halloween, but hold the fucking phone. $4.99. Not a fan of Halloween. That's true. We're gonna have a fucking problem, alright. Alright, hey guys, $4.99 is officially banned from the chat from here on out. Halloween is the greatest holiday of all time. Oh, Christmas and Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? You open a couple presents and then you put some ornaments on a tree or something, like fucking. What is this, like kindergarten? Jesus H. Christ. Spend time with family. I like the... I read that as like, it's not all about the presents, okay? No, Christmas is, you know... Oh, Jesus Christ, 4.99. What the fuck? Fucking Polar Express. Hot chocolate! Hot chocolate! Yeah, my favorite kind of animation is when it's like all motion capped really shittily. And I don't, you know, I love when characters look like they're reanimated corpses moving around without any life in their eyes. It's my favorite kind of cinema, you know. Fucking Polar Express, fucking Robert Zemeckis, goddammit. I'm more of a... I do like... Well, like is maybe a strong word, but the Rankin Bass stop motion animations are fairly decent most of the time. There's some real rotten ones that are like extra shitty, but you know, you got like the Little Drummer Boy. You got Frosty the Snowman. I guess that's 2D. You got Rudolph. Got Santa Claus Coming to Town. And others. Don't remember any of the other. Last Christmas, I watched with like my family a whole bunch of like the more forgotten Rankin Bass, oh god, Christmas specials, and holy shit, guys, there's some real fucking bad ones. You guys ever see Cricket on the Hearth? Hearth? I don't know what it's Hearth. You ever see Cricket on the Hearth? That's a really fucking shitty one. Let's see, what else is there? I think you watched Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Oh, you know what the fucking worst one? Oh, she's like unironically the worst one is Rudolph Saves Baby New Year, or whatever the fuck it's called. I think it's just called The Baby New Year. That one is... I think I legitimately hate that one. It is so fucking... Because like, the whole point of it, you know, it's about the Baby New Year. I forgot the character. And then, you know, he's got real big ears. Everyone makes fun of it. Oh, Klaus. Yeah, that movie's great. Looks fucking fantastic. Real annoyed that it hasn't gotten like, that hasn't been released on like Blu-ray or anything. I'm gonna own that. Oh yeah, Andrew Chesworth. Hell yeah. That thing got real popular. That's awesome. I watched a talk he did at like Lightbox, I think. But he started that in like 2008 or something crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's a great short. But back to Hatred. The 15 years ago, yeah. The Baby New Year. So, Baby New Year has huge ears. Everyone makes fun of him, you know. he starts to make new friends, but inevitably his ears get revealed, and everyone makes fun of him for some reason, because I guess it's a horrible thing to have. It's really big ears, and so that's continues throughout the plot, or the special. I can't fucking talk. But Rudolph and a bunch of friends, I guess, are like, they go and try and find him or something, because he's the main character. They gotta save the new year or some shit, or the universe will end. Let's see. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. My brain is shutting down. And okay, Baby New Year. Yeah, they try and find Baby New Year. Okay, at the very end. So when Rudolph, Rudolph, his whole character is like he's made fun of and discriminated against because his nose it glows red. And Baby New Year also has a physical deformity. He's giant ears. And so Rudolph finally finds Baby New Year. The evil vulture thing takes him, and Rudolph is able to find him, and I forget how it happens, but it's I think Rudolph just tells him just take off the hat and show your ears. You got nothing to be afraid of, and don't worry, we won't laugh at you. The Baby New Year takes off his hat, and immediately Rudolph just fucking cackles at him. And it's like, this is at the very end. This is this is the moment where you have the main character Rudolph. You have him go like, see, I'm not laughing, or you should have him like, see, this, everyone else is being a dick. Don't worry, we're your friends now, that kind of thing. But no, Rudolph just fucking laughs at him. It's like, or he laughs and then oh, okay, all right, but seriously though, you're fine, Baby Rudolph, you're saved now. And I don't even remember what I think Baby Rudolph or Baby New Year just I don't know what convinces him to be friends with Rudolph or something. I think it just kind of ends up well, the evil vulture is the greater of two evils here, so he wants to eat Baby Rudolph. Fuck, why Baby New Year? Or some shit like that. I kind of lost the thread there, but it was just yeah, this really was written in the fucking 60s. Just nah, it's funny. He's got big ears. It's fucking hilarious. He's a freak. It's that's the whole, that is literally the plot of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original story. Rudolph would be the most empathetic character for or would be the most empathetic towards someone who also has some kind of physical ailment or something like that. Why would you have that? Is such a layup in terms of writing. Why would you have him laugh at, just makes Rudolph a dick, so that's why I genuinely hate that fucking that special. But yeah, all right, that's enough of that. Warranted hate, yeah, just fuck. I think the other ones I watched. Let me see if I can find a list. Yeah, we watched Jack Frost. That one's like, it's fine, I guess. Watch The Little Drummer Boy. I mentioned that. Cricket on the Hearth. Frosty Snowman. Like, I think the art style of like Frosty Snowman, the 2D ones, is like I wish I could fucking draw like that, or at least like, or I could design characters like that. Like I really think that's an appealing style. And they're fun specials. Oh, we watched Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. That one's kind of a piece of shit. I don't remember anything that happens, but I remember not liking it. So that's all you need to know. And that's about it. The Cricket on the Hearth has some of the cheapest animation I've ever seen. And then on the opposite end of that, Frosty Returns has like good animation throughout. But if you look up the very beginning of it, like it has a like super well animated like little intro shot with I think it's John Goodman. He plays the narrator, and they show the narrator come out for a second or two and just kind of like, oh, it's the soundtrack. Okay. I don't know, super well animated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't know this soundtrack had narration in it. It scared the shit out of me. There's another holiday animated special I remember. I'm trying to remember. I think it was what's up, Fifi and Fixie? Is that two people, or Fifi and Fixie? Or Fifi? It's French. I don't know. I don't know these things. Oh yeah, we also we watched Mad Monster Party, which is another Rankin Bass. It's a Halloween Rankin Bass stop motion special, and it's a fucking flaming pile of shit, guys. Holy shit. I love the character designs. I love them so much. Oh, you are okay. Oui. Bonjour. That's all I know. So, welcome. Welcome Fefe and Fixie. I'm drawing some backgrounds for a space animation here with these two silly characters and an alien. It's just a good time. Let me tell you. It's just a hoot and a holler. Painting a background for a scene where a guy tries to pull some batteries out of a giant fish's mouth. So, yeah. But yeah, the so Mad Monster, I guess it's Mad Monster Party. It's about a guy, like a really, like a meek kind of, like I think he's like a pharmacist or something, like super nerdy guy. Yeah, accordions. He gets a letter from his, distant uncle or something who was actually Dracula and lives in a castle in the middle of wherever Dracula is. And he gets a letter where he's invited to a monster party, a mad monster party, if you will. And let's see here. So he gets invited, and it's played like he's oblivious to the fact that all these other attendees of this party are monsters, and he just thinks like, oh, the werewolf is like a really hairy guy, and he's a bit, he likes to howl or something. That's kind of odd. And then there's Frankenstein, and like, oh, he's really tall and kind of green. Woo. The writing is so fucking awful. But man, the sets and the character designs are just so fucking great. I love that style so much. And the sets are like perfectly, design everything. Lots of creepy dark interiors. France is beautiful despite small problems. France seems really cool. And the Olympics are going to happen in just a couple days. It's pretty exciting. Love your drawing. How long have you been drawing? Thank you. How long have I been drawing? Like tonight? Or my entire life? I guess I've been drawing, like, I don't know, since I was a kid, I guess. But only started taking animation seriously, like, 8 years ago. And then I've just kind of kept practicing and went to school for it and trying to get hired. If you guys know anyone who wants me to animate something for them, you guys let me know. All right. Oh yeah. Totally not desperate. Somebody hire me, man. Come on. I can draw you guys a giant fish. I mean, just pay me $800,000 for this giant fish, and we're set. All right, so this background I think is pretty much done. Oh, you know what? What sci-fi planet is complete without fucking a moon or planet that's way too close to them in the background? Oh, that's way too big. Purple. Shit, I should have drawn this in the wrong layer. Don't you know everything you say? Oh, sorry. Third grade. Okay, third grade in college. It's very different. A lot difficult with languages. Okay. Well, I've been drawing since I was very young, and I started animating about 8 years ago, I think. That's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, you're doing fine. Like I can understand you're typing. Way too close moon for the win. Yeah, maybe 2 moons. But I know in France they have a very prestigious animation school. I believe it's pronounced Gobelin. I'm gonna try again in the most French accent I can muster. Gobelin. Gobelin. I don't know. It's spelled Goeblin, but they turn out some animators that are fucking incredible. Like very technically gifted. Or they train a lot of emphasis on the technical side of animation, which is I think very different from like American animation styles. If you look at like CalArts or something, it's more about like trying to get all experimental and stuff like that, whereas like lots of European animation is very technical and like fucking perfectly animated. I've always adored the concept of a creature so large that its face looms over the horizon. Oh god. That is yeah, that's fucking terrifying. Why would you even say that? Just something. Here, hold on, I can try and traumatize everybody here. Kind of. I don't even know what I'm trying to draw. I don't know. That doesn't even... It's not even that intimidating. Ah, shit. Is this like some dude looking up? What about like... some giant snake thing or something? I don't know, I feel like when I see like crazy fantasy concept art, well, the soundtrack's done. Let's play something else. How about this? It's hard to see, but what drawing software do I use? I am using Photoshop to paint the backgrounds, and then for animation I use Toon Boom Harmony, and then I don't know, for compositing there's like After Effects, and then Premiere to edit. Personally, I use Krita. Okay, I feel like I've used Krita once, like almost 10 years ago, so I don't remember much about it. But I know people seem to like it, And it's free. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I gotta draw this planet or something. I've also heard about another free animation software called OpenToons. I don't know if anyone else has heard of that. I've heard that one's kind of buggy, I think. Wrong layer. Yeah, I used to use Adobe Flash for animation, or now it's called Adobe Animate. But I switched to Toon Boom a few years ago, so I've not looked back since. And even though I'm not 100% satisfied with Toon Boom Harmony, it's I like drawing in it a lot, just the feel of drawing, but it's too focused on like rigged animation or puppet animation, because it's kind of what's used in the industry. It's the standard. So like for frame by frame, which is what I do, it's not the greatest, but it does the trick, I think. I do really want to learn how to use TV Paint, which again is French. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's French. Yeah. See, lots of good things come out of France. We've got TV Paint, got the Olympics, got our very own Fifi. You know. I think frame by frame is the most prohibitive of mediums for someone who wants to try out animation. Prohibitive of mediums. Oh yeah, Statue of Liberty, hell yeah, that's a great gift. Huh. No, I actually think it's probably the best way to try animation, because you have complete freedom over like how. I think it's the hardest, but it's the most accessible. Damn. Yep, TM. That's a fucking good question there. I mean, like, the first animations were frame by frame, so it's been around the longest. There's so much resources around it. You got the Animator Survival Guide or Survival Kit, and the Illusion of Life books. Those are like required reading for animation for animators. Yeah, I think frame by frame is the best way to learn if you're just trying out animation. It's really, you need to have good fundamentals with animation. Like, you kind of have to know how to draw well enough. You don't have to be great or anything, but kind of forcing yourself to like draw, you know, drawing the same character over and over again with each frame. It's just good practice. It helps you learn like how to preserve preserve the mass of the character you're animating and all that stuff. Yeah. Do you use a graphics tablet? I do. Oh no, you're not asking. Hey, you're all good. No such thing as too many questions. I use a Cintiq 13 HD, I think. It's like a 13-inch Cintiq. And I like it. I like it very much. Been using it for probably like 5 years now. Sounds like there's an amazing amount of resources. Something I've always loved the idea of. I can't draw to save my life. Oh, hey buddy, I guarantee you absolutely can't draw. It's all about practice. Practice. That's it. You just gotta do it every day. Like, there's no, even just like fucking taking half an hour to draw literally anything. Like, get a sketchbook for like $14 on Amazon. Get any pencil, really doesn't matter. Buy the cheapest fucking paper. Yeah, like, don't even buy the $14 sketchbook. Get 80 paper, any pencils, whatever. Get a bunch of it. Draw on anything you can. I think like the most important thing is to try and draw from life. Like, go out, draw people, especially just anywhere in public, but don't let them see you. Number 2 pencil and sticky notes. Draw from life, and then draw stuff you like, because it can be tough to force yourself to draw. Like, okay, I gotta draw, like for me, I don't really like drawing like buildings or cars or mechanical stuff. It gets very technical. So whenever I have to draw that stuff, I'm just like, let's draw the box. And it's got a window, and you know. And if you're just starting out, it's gonna drain you of any kind of motivation, you know. But if you're drawing stuff you like, you know, then you even if or when the drawing turns out bad, which it will, there, you know, he'd be like, well, you know, the drawing's not too good, but I like drawing it, so. That's my advice. But for animation specifically, like, I would pick up the Animator's Survival Kit, which is, it's always by my side, right here. Written by Richard Williams. Get Animator's Survival Kit. It's got a whole bunch of books, pages in there, all about animation. I've had this thing for a very long time. It will nothing in here, none of the information in here, apart from maybe like, you know, technical paper animation stuff, because everything's now done on computers, so, you know, like, all the information is still relevant. It'll always be relevant with animation. Learn the 12 principles of animation, and fucking practice the shit out of it. So, yeah, 3D perspective is the toughest part for me, which I imagine is the universal thing. Yeah, perspective is very hard. I found perspective and like any anatomical drawing is tough, which is pretty much all drawing. What time is it where I am? I am in the, let's see, it is 8:34 p.m. right now. It's 3:30 a.m. Oh my god, you need to go to sleep. Fefe. Sacre bleu. Yeah, it's nap time for Fefe. Fefe. That's fun to say. Okay, I gotta knock this back over here. Today I learned I'm the opposite of Mr. Doesn't like drawing buildings and technical stuff, but I love to. Hey man, you know, like I feel like now if I have any backgrounds with drawings I need done, or any backgrounds with buildings I need drawn, I know who to call. I hate drawing humans. How could you? Oh. It's like the only thing I draw are people and characters and stuff like that, but the world needs both of us. $4.99. Ah, this isn't working. Okay, I don't hate drawing him. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're tough. I think with me drawing buildings and technical stuff it's not the hardest thing in the world, but like it's something that just takes time because there's so much detail in, like, you know, if I were to draw like the front of a house or something, it's like, yeah, you could just draw your typical kind of house and there's a couple windows, there's like a plant outside, but like the hard part is trying to really make it come to life. Like, oh, maybe there's like, well, actually I do like adding more like little bits of life here and there, like adding like, oh, what if, you know, what if like this window's like been shattered, so they've boarded it up or something, or there's like a little garden or something and it's all themed, but it's just kind of like, well, I'd just rather draw people here. I'd rather draw the people in the story than the setting around it, if that makes sense. But I know like environmental storytelling is like very important, you know, obviously. But I like to draw certain parts of the human body, like hands, eyes, or hair. Yeah. Yeah, hands are a pain in the ass. Very hard for me. I just kind of, I like to draw cartoony hands. Came in. That's like the shittiest hand I think I've ever drawn. Sometimes I'll just kind of fake it and... Oh shit. Like, oh, it's a little... someone just pointing like that. And it's... You know, it's like a triangle hand, but... Yeah, let's just move on from that. Let's just move on. Oh yeah, I'm up. No, oven mitt. Something like that. situation always calls for fingers. $4.99. Oh yeah. All right. What was I doing? This is now my third attempt trying to draw this stupid planet in the background. Alright. Fefe. Sweet dreams. Don't let the French bedbugs bite. I have no idea if that phrase is a thing in France. That probably makes no sense, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Get some rest. 3:30. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like in every like sci-fi movie or something, when there's like a giant planet in the background, it's always like, hold on, let's mask it up here. It's always like that or something. Does that make... I guess that makes sense physically, right? Because if the atmosphere is pink, then... Oh, I guess actually like shouldn't the planet itself also be kind of tinted pink too? Yeah, the colors, yeah. I think so. I think that, yeah, I have a color chart thing on my wall that I refer to because I think I'm using like a pale yellow. Using some kind of color harmony. Blue, you know, there's some logic behind it, but I don't know. Could even like angle this baby. Whoa. Oh, you know what I like to see? Oh, okay, I like that. Let's do that, and then... Oh, motherfucker. Then we'll do a little copy and paste. Don't tell no one. And then we're gonna cheat even more. We're gonna change the goddamn color on this weather planet here. What color should the moon be? That's right, MFers, we're getting 2 fucking moons. Alright, I'm gonna keep going like this, and when I see someone, whoever types first, I'm gonna stop. Okay, right there. That's the color. Like, whatever the first thing someone types is, yeah, There it is. Look at that. We got some cool. Oh, that, there we go. That totally makes sense. Passes in front of the moon here, of the planet. You know what? You could bet you could actually. How's this drawing? I need to fix that shape, but like, it's a little hard to see. So this is where. Oh, these won't even be in frame. Huh? Imagine a moon eclipse on a 2-moon planet. A moon eclipse. 2-moon planet. 2-moon planet. That's a funny phrase. Oh god, yeah, that'd be crazy. Hey, speaking of moons, everybody, you guys hear about the discovery of the caves on the moon? God. Oh man, it's so fucking rad. Sky ain't big enough for the two of us. But yeah, the Lunar Constance Orbiter discovered kind of accidentally. Yeah, as a moon base. Oh, dude, $4.99. There are caves on the moon. Yeah, so the LRO was doing its kind of routine radar scan of the moon, I guess. Where it, radar bounces a signal from down to the surface, backs up to the spacecraft. That's how they can tell what the height for the surface is like. But it scanned this one area, this one a crater in the moon. Let me draw it here. And so it was a crater that they thought was like that. That's just the inside there. So the LRO, which I think it looks like that or something, bounces radar in. It hit the inside of the crater. Did this soundtrack end already? My god, dude. Okay, it's more video game stuff. But instead of the signal going like that and then back to the spacecraft, it actually went like it went in like that and bounced around and then went back up. So scientists are looking at that like, well, the only way for it to go like that is if there are caves inside this giant hole. So in reality, that cave turned out to be something like this, where there's a giant opening, what they suspect are lava tubes, because this opening here is actually a collapsed volcano or something from billions of years ago. when the Earth was, or when the moon was volcanically active. And so they the first official confirmation that there are caves on the moon, and that means so much for future permanent bases there, because like because having your base protected by a whole bunch of moon rock above you, you know, shields from so much fucking radiation on the moon. It is like an insane amount of radiation. Oh, this hair. My hair is all crazy. Arrgh. So much on the moon. I can't wait till we explore more. Ah, it's gonna be so cool. Yeah. It's fucking insane. Like, so there's not much known about these moon caves right now, because it's the first time, you know, it was picked up on radar. But they're for sure going to be going back over and scanning it again and trying to get more little peeks in at, you know, certain angles and all that stuff. But it's like just imagine like exploring underneath there, or even just getting pictures back from a rover going through there. That's so fucking rad. Put that there. Alright, I think this background is done, so. I think like the neat thing about it is like let's see. I can't think and draw at the same time. Like, we theoretically have the technology right now to start building like a, you know, permanent moon base inside of those caves if we wanted to. The only but largest limitation is like the amount of money it would cost to do that, you know. Because it will be very expensive to send all the materials to the moon. But still, very, very cool. And in other NASA news, they fucking canceled the Viper rover that was supposed to be sent to the moon this year. And that whole story is like insane. I don't know if you guys read about it at all, but like, so this rover is meant to it's just, you know, unmanned rover. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. So this rover has been built. It is 100% built. If you were to fly to the moon tomorrow, it would work just fine. But its development and construction was delayed by like a couple of years because of supply chains with COVID, lockdown, all that stuff. And then there were delays with Astrobotic, who was building the lander for that rover. They delayed the lander, which caused delays to the rover, because it needs a ride to the moon. But so those delays add up, because you still have to pay people to sit around and wait, for the engineers to sit around and wait to test stuff and all that stuff. But so apparently NASA has a legal rule where I forget exactly, it's like if your project goes over 30%, if it goes 30% over budget, then you have to, you're like, you have to cancel the project, and whatever money you have left has to go to like shutting down the project itself, and you can no longer work on that project. So what happens is, like, NASA was finishing up the rover, they were pretty much done, and Astrobotic, the private company that was contracted to build the lander itself that would carry the rover, they ran into delays with their lander, so they had to delay it another year. But since they are part of this same contract, their delay was like the same as if NASA had to delay it and go over budget. So NASA didn't they didn't do anything wrong. It was Astrobotic causing this delay, which isn't. I'm not trying to blame them, I guess, but like, it's like, come on, man, you fucking costs us over here. But like, so because of that delay, that caused NASA to like, well, we got to pay everyone another year of salary and all that stuff, and pay for keeping the rover safe and clean and everything, and that caused them to go 30% over budget. And so the higher ups at NASA like, sorry, you went 30% over, so you gotta cancel it. And they're like, well, it's already, like, we literally finished the rover, it is done, you can fly it now. Like, nope, sorry, that's the rules. So you went over budget, and it's so that rover is like 100% complete, and they are going to try and look around for any other companies or anything that for them to fly it. They're going to try and sell it or something, and if they can't do that, they're going to dismantle it for parts and feed the parts to other projects and spacecraft. So yeah, it's a fucking, it's like stupidest fucking thing. Oh, what's up, BuzzTunes? Sorry to help out tonight. We all, hey, no problem. Catch ya next week. But yeah, it was supposed to like look for like resources on the moon, like water, and it's gonna land in the South Pole. High quality headquarters. It's just like, did no one there did none of the higher ups at NASA or anyone in Congress just like, oh, that's it? Oh, hey, don't worry about it. I'll write you a check for like another $50 to. I don't fucking know. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like, it's complete. It is ready to fly. And now it's not going to because of a completely different entity, caused a delay. So So I'm really hoping that it gets picked up by another. It might be like a, you know, another government, another country can fly it to the moon. I don't know, another company or something. Who knows? But it's not looking too good. So yeah. This has been the Moon Minute for all your latest moon news. Oh, it's not. What's going on? Oh, okay. So. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Favorite space photo? Well, it's probably gotta be the day the Earth smiled. Is that the one Cassini took of Saturn? 'Cause if so, that one is like my lock screen background for my computer. That's up there. The one behind, yeah, that one, fucking. Oh man, actually, let's see if I can pull it up real quick. I thought I had it here, but ooh, favorite space photo. Jesus. I know it's probably cliche, but the pale blue dot is probably just like you're not gonna get a more impactful photo. Well, actually, maybe like Earthrise is probably arguably the most like impactful photo, but I'm partial to the pale blue dot. Really, it's like I think especially because the story behind it is really intriguing. Like they're planning on shutting down, you know, the cameras for Voyager, just turning it off. But my man Carl Sagan, you know, he convinced NASA, like, hey, why don't we just point it back at Earth one more time, just see what happens. And they were worried like the camera would be destroyed by the sun's light, but fortunately it did not, and we got that beautiful photo. Yeah, other space photos, I mean, you got like the classics like Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the surface for Apollo 11. That's, you know, that's up there. Oh, the ones Star Trek took the Earth and Moon. Oh wow. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh wow, I think it's with this one here. It's getting cut off from the in my overlay here, but like, yeah, look at that. Jesus. Yeah, that is pretty incredible. Yeah, really. I kind of, it's like any photo with the Earth in it is always like that'll do it for me, you know. It's like, man, everything we know is like on that one dot, you know. I really like the photo that, or the photos that the New Horizons probe took of Arikoth. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Like, I think it's the shape of that like asteroid. I don't know what it is actually. The space snowman. Yeah, like it's such a creepy photo. If you really like, it's the farthest, you know, thing that's been visited by a spacecraft in our solar system, and it's like it's the way half of it is like in shadow and kind of looks like a face on one side. Like I'm probably anthropomorphizing I hate that word. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, it looks so fucking crazy. I also like yeah, the face is kind of like on the bottom half, but it's such an alien looking shape. Yeah. Let's see. I like the photos that the Huygens lander sent back from the surface of Titan. That's crazy. You know what? I feel like this is an underrated like source of photos that I never really see people. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. But like the photos that the okay, which spacecraft has the high-rise camera on it? Is it the Mars? I always forget. It's not Mars Odyssey. That's the one that. Is it the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter (MRO) with high-rise, the super fucking detailed like. Anyway, there's photos from that that spacecraft has taken of Mars that are like incredible. They're super high detailed or high detail. Like huge. It's like just you think of Mars and it's like, you know, like a desert planet, but there's a lot of fucking variety in like in its surface features and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess I don't see people talking about that that one as much. Oh man, space photos. I'm looking at some space photos here, trying to like. Oh shit. I love the one where the that the Perseverance rover took after it deployed Ingenuity, and it took a selfie of itself and Ingenuity, and then they made it into like a GIF or a little animation of like of Perseverance looking at the camera and then looking down at Ingenuity. That one is, I love that one so much. There's another selfie that Curiosity took of itself, where it is just coated in, covered in sand, and like it was been, I think it was on the 10th anniversary or something like that, and it's just like it's fucking just covered in, dirt and grime and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, it's still fucking going. Fucking nuclear rover. Oh yeah, oh man, hey, if you had to choose one, Curiosity or Perseverance, it's like impossible. It's like impossible. How could you fucking choose? Or maybe like, what's your favorite Mars rover? Ooh. I mean, Opportunity's like that's like the most I don't know, the one that endured the longest, I guess, the travel long. Ooh, there's also the I think there's at least one Chinese rover on Mars. I don't think it's functional anymore. Man, I think Curiosity might be like my favorite, gotta say. I mean, like Opportunity's up there, Spirit is up there. We got Sojourner. Never know how to pronounce that name. That one's pretty cool. It's really tiny. It's like that big. But Curiosity, man, like I watched that live, the landing live, and that was early on in my when I was first learning about like space and all that stuff, really getting into it. That fucking solidified, just like oh yeah, this is it. This is what life is like. This is what life's gonna be about. Fucking space. I need it. Yeah, it's so cute. It's so tiny. It's just a little like. It's got the little wheels. It is so adorable. Would there ever be a rover meetup? Oh man, actually, isn't that a possibility with the Mars sample return mission? If that ever fucking happens. I thought the European Space Agency was building a rover to pick up the sample tubes from Perseverance or something. But Perseverance, Curiosity, oh man, that you might be waiting a while for that. Here, let's look up how fucking far away they are from each other. Let's see here. Okay, that article did not have anything. Okay, wait. Here it is. So the so Curiosity is roughly 2,300 miles away from Perseverance's landing site. It's a important distinction there. Yeah, it says it means 7 years from now. Yeah, that might take a while. Well, I'm gonna try and do the math, even though I'm terrible at math. Perseverance, so 2,300 is the distance here. And the rover's having max speed of... Okay, Perseverance has a max speed of 0.07456 miles per hour. So how do we solve, what is the formula here? Is it 2,300 divided by 0.07 whatever? Oh man. Yeah, fucking breakneck speeds. I don't know what the right formula would be. This is kind of where I stop with math, is like, I don't know how to resolve these two numbers and get the right thing. Oh, Curiosity is actually faster, apparently. Clocks in at a whopping 0.08699 miles per hour. Damn. Fucking booking it. You know, because it's not being weighed down by the extra helicopter stuff, you know. Okay. Miles per... Oh man, I can't do math. Miles per hour. $2,300 miles divided by... or times... So 2,300 miles times 0.0 or 0.07 whatever miles per hour is 171.488 something. This is why artists don't really do math a lot, because it just kind of goes bad. Oh man, I really want to fucking solve this though. Like, would it be... Alright, let's just try this. Like, so 0.07 miles an hour times... times 24. Times... So it's 1.7 something miles in a... Okay, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Guys, we're giving up on math. It's not for me. Oh, it is, yeah, it is too much for my brain to handle right now. Which I think that might be a sign I need to wrap things up here. Oh, let's go over the stuff I barely got completed this time. So I added some highlights to the planet here. That's not very important, but did nothing to this background. It's great. Nothing to this background either. Didn't even fucking start this background. I really dropped the ball on that. That's not a background. And I did finish this background though, so I'm happy that I got something done. Okay, maybe I could add some highlights to this water, I guess. even though the electrofish is going to block all of it. I thought I had a water ripple brush, but eh. Alright, good enough. Yeah, just drawing is fucking anything but. Goddamn. This week we discussed bad stop motion Christmas movies and attempt to do math at FYD. Oh, that is roughly how fast my brain works on a good day. So, all right. I'm going to go away now. So, thank you, everybody. Oh, wait, we gotta go to the end screen. Whoa, what? There we go. That's how you know it's ending, because it says thanks for watching. Thank you, $4.99. Thank you, BuzzTunes. Thank you, YebTM, I think. Thank you, Fefe. Thank you, BuzzTunes showed up for a second or two there. There was, I think someone else showed up. I think, I don't know. It's really interesting how sometimes people just kind of you get some new viewers every once in a while, and they like how the fuck did you ever find this? But I don't know. It's one of those mysteries. All right. Goodbye. See you next time. And remember, anything can happen on Halloween. Goodbye.